This
Good.
conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Now, if you see this product view, I could see this get method, list method, and I have one more method added, list based on category, an overloaded method based on category. This is which we use very specifically today. This is like select star from the products list where category is equals to supplied category. So we would be using this today. Okay, so now product DA already. Do we have controller? Basically, no. And then come down here to the web content section. Do we have anything related to products? No. So what are the things we need to add? Properly. Let's come here and plan. First of all, the JSP pages. What are the JSP pages has to be added? So the first one is show the product list. So here admin product list dot JSP is the first person. So using this admin product list, he will be viewing products, okay, by category. You see, there are so many products, each category. For example, if you take sports, if you take jewelry, if you take menswear, if you take electronics, if you take gadgets, each section may contain, each category may contain more than 50, 100 products in a Amazon kind of site. Okay, so we seriously cannot show the entire product list in a single page. So we have to show them by category. This is what the point. So by category, okay, as a drop down. So here we basically have a category drop down over there, by selecting which he will change the list of products belongs to the category. And after that he can choose to edit, and then here we have save or update product.jsp. So this is basically used for either save or update the product. Now here the list itself will contain product list by category. It's not the total list of the products where he can see. He can see the product list only by category. Okay, so save or update will help me to do that one. Delete functionality, anyway, I'm going to write this one. Now, what is this controller is supposed to have? So the controller, on the other hand, is supposed to have a plan of like this. Like, I'll try to have multiple methods like this. One method is public void save product. Okay, one is public void update product. Going to be one and the same thing, right? No, because the what do you call this? You can actually call the save or update one and the same thing. So I will try to write three different methods: public void delete product, and these three methods is what I'm going to write in the controller. And these three methods are called by public void service method. Basically, this is going to be a private void method. Okay, so the service method will go ahead and call all these three methods based on requirement and perform the operation. So I can make the entire code written in the service method itself, but I don't want to make this clumsy. So I will divide the entire logic. Maybe in future you may get requirement to do so many validations while the time of saving, do so many validations while the time of updation, and do few more operations or validations while the time of deletion. So I cannot make this service method have the entire code. So I will divide them into multiple sub methods and will try to call them based on the service. Okay, so to the service I will try to supply two important elements, like the one is action. Action is equals to either save or update or delete, and I'll give me request inputs. So inputs are going to be product details, comma, category ID. These are the main things which I am going to give. And if it is, this is basically for save. Now if it is update or delete, I have to give product details, comma, category, comma, product ID. This is for update. Okay, and when I am supposed to give the same thing to delete, I need to supply only product ID for the purpose of delete. So these are the three inputs which I expect as a part of service method, and based on that I will try to pass these values to action. Based on the action, I will pass to one of the method which is available, and this method will call DAO and call respective method. And yes, this product behavior will speak to the database. This is what it is. Understood? Huh? So these are all the elements to be implemented one after another. Okay. So let's implement it. Shall we? At a glance, right? What is that we are implementing? Clear, right, Pillalu? Let me take my phone and I will move to the bedroom here. The flight's distance is really more. Sri, అరే ఇక్కడ కూడా ఫ్లైట్ డిస్టర్బెన్స్ ఎక్కువగానే ఉందిగా చాలా ఎక్కువ అనిపిస్తుంది. సరే ఫ్యాన్ అయినా రెండు ఒక్కటి చాలు. Okay, I'll come back here now because the DAO and the required thing is ready. So I will go for the JSP pages. You can also, because you have a plan how the controller is supposed to be written, you can write a controller also. Frankly speaking, once the planning is there, for example, planning is like this. Okay, planning document is there, then all the layers can be implemented independently. In fact, they will be implemented independently only, because the same backend person who is developing the middleware will not go and write the UI code. Okay, so here you can implement them in parallel. So I will go here and try to call Mr. Controller. Right click, new, and servlet. You give a name to this servlet, product controller. We'll click on next, and this is the path, product controller. Next, and I will try to write only service method and remove do get and do post. I also remove the constructor, I don't need it, and then I'll finish. ఇవాళ మీకు స్పెషల్ ఎఫెక్ట్ ఈ ఫ్లైట్స్ నేనేం చేయలేకపోతున్నాను. Okay, so as I told you, to support this fellow, am I clear? So what is that I'm going to do is I'll simply write few more methods here. So so the method will return true or false. So okay, so private boolean, okay, save, which will take category, I'm sorry, product PRD, in fact both can be done in a single thing. So you can say what do you call this, perform CRUD product PRD, comma, you could actually supply what is that you are planning to give. It's a single method, please try to understand. I'm writing, okay, a string called action. That's it. It is so simple. So look at this. By default, I wanted to return false. So here you can say boolean result is equals to, you can say false by default, and you can simply return this particular result, whatever it is. Now what am I supposed to do here is pretty simple. I will check if this action dot equals, okay, equals ignore case of something called as save. I'll do something. What is that? You know, I have to have Mr. Product DAO on the top. Product DAO DAO is equals to new product DAO, and I would like to use this fellows one of the methods. So here I would say return prd dot PDAO dot save of the PRD, whatever is coming to me as a function input. Okay. Else if action dot equals ignore case of, okay. So what is that you are passing previously? Try to see in category controller. What is that you are passing as an action? So action, what you are passing here is save and edit. One is save, one is edit, the third one is delete. Okay. So I'll try to have the same kind of code. One is edit. If it is edit, now I'll try to call return PDAO dot update of PRD. Great. And then else if action dot equals ignore case of delete. Now the delete function requires ID. Okay. So all you need is PDAO dot delete. It requires ID. So you can supply PRD dot get the ID. Okay, the object what you are supplying. So this is so you can actually simplify your code, and the result whatever is you are returning, simply speaking. Okay, so the method perform code, oh, it's not using the string action, huh? It is using, oh, never used locally. Okay, we will use it. So you see this how simple. I made my code in the divide and rule policy. So I have created a separate method which can perform all these operations for me in a clean way. Now, what is that I will try to do here in service method is I'll try to take this action and then call this method accordingly. So here I'm taking this action, string action is equals to request object dot get parameter coming as a, what is that action. Now what is that I need to do as an action? So here if action dot equals ignore case of save, I'll do something. Else if action dot equals ignore case of edit, I'll do something else. Else if action dot equals ignore case of delete, I'll do something else. Now here please don't think that this method will be this simple. Okay, so here you may have to write lot of validations kind of code, but we are not doing any validations, we are simply passing it over here. So what am I supposed to do? If it is saved, I am supposed to read all the details for the product. Am I clear? So what is that I do? I'll first check if this is delete. In the case of delete, I'll get only one ID. That's all. I don't get any other, but only one ID. If that is not the case, I'll go with the either save, and if save is also not there, then I will go with the option edit. So it is something like this. On the top, I will try to declare certain elements. So I will say, int ID and a string product name, and here int cat ID. You actually have to define them as integer. The perfect way of doing integer, ID, and here integer cat ID, string product name, string. Look at this, what all the elements you are supposed to catch over here: string p name, price, and quantity. So I'll just come down here, string p name, and then I have integer price, and finally integer quantity. So these are the things which I need to get. Now please understand, in the case of delete, I will get only ID. Okay, and in the case of save, I'll get the remaining 4. In the case of edit, I'll get everything. Am I clear? So this is how you have to write properly. So in the case of this delete, you have to say ID is equals to integer dot parseInt of request dot get parameter coming as ID. So that you have taken this ID, all you need is to pass this to this fellow. So on the top, I also will have a product PRD is equal to new product. So here I have taken it, and then here I will say, in that case, I'll say PRD dot set the ID of this ID, and I will pass this product to this fellow perform CRUD dot, so perform CRUD of this PRD comma action, whatever the action based on the delete and all, he will perform. Or if you, instead of this, if you wanted to have a clarity, you can write 4 methods and then simply call instead of perform CRUD, you can call delete of PRD or update of PRD or save of PRD kind of thing. Okay, now that I have performed this CRUD, I will also have to take a success. So boolean success is equals to, by default I'm saying it as a false, I'm thinking it is as a false, so I have to return whatever I get. Okay, so you can say, and you don't require this boolean variable also, and in fact, because you are anyway returning whatever you receive from the DFO. So you just come down here and then say success is equals to perform CRUD of PRD and action. Now based on that, you have to tell the candidate, bhaiya, this is what happened. Now what is that, how do you do that? Basically you have to include an output of something, and then below you have to show, okay, this is saved or this is deleted or this is not deleted. Well, for that purpose I need to take the help of request dispatcher. I'll say request dispatcher RD is equals to null. So this fellow is null. I will initiate him based on my requirement. So here I will come down and will initiate him. So what is that I need to do based on requirement? Now here you can see this one, the kind of work that you are doing, it is actually increasing the more code in service. So that's why what people will do, they don't do in such a way. They basically have this written in different places. Okay, so this is one way. If you are not interested to do in this way, like calling perform CRUD, you wanted to simply keep your service method in a plain way, you got to take this entire code and write it properly. Okay, so what am I saying? This is yesterday style. Whatever you are seeing here is a yesterday style. So I will keep it over here, and I will simply say I have public void save, which will take HTTP servlet request object, HTTP servlet response object, throws servlet exception, comma, hello exception, and here is my method. Now this same kind of method I will write 3 more, control C, control V. So one way is, what you have to do is you have to call that one. So I have shown you one sample example of this is how you can call. Else if you can do some more operation, this is one way of this coding mode. So I'll try to comment out all this stuff. So what am I supposed to do here? So this is how you can call. Okay, so I'll try to comment this. I'll say source, add a block comment. The entire stuff is block. So here you can actually say rd is equals to however, whatever action you do, I want you to take you back to that list, admin product list. rd is equals to request object dot get request dispatcher on something called as product list.jsp, and here you will simply say rd dot include request and response, and after including you will say out.println blah blah blah, product saved successfully based on the success part. Okay, so this is how it will go. Anyway, because we have commented, I'll show you a different way, a version of using that one. Okay, so let's see that how do we do. Now here itself, along with the product DAO, I have to you can actually declare all this stuff, the product and other stuff if you want, or else you can actually declare them inside each of these methods. So it's up to you whether you wanted to use global level variables or you wanted to use method level variables. It is purely your wish. Okay, you are repeating code, you don't want to repeat the code, it is up to you. Now anyway, I know that this subject can be called by multiple people, and I don't want to take any chance of creating same product for every person, so I will try to write them in the below section. So here I have a edit method and I have a delete method. So all I need to write over here, the simple piece of code here is I have to call that based on this one. So here I could say, okay, if action dot equals ignore case of save, you have to call save of request comma response. You are simply giving a work to that save. So else apana call chudu. And then in that, if this is not the case, if it is delete, you will try to have a delete method. So simple. So here I am keeping my service method pretty easy. Okay, now this is how I will write my service method, and then once it is forwarded to one of the element which is written over here, that will be handled. Okay, so it's only request operator, it's not taking request method. We cannot help it. Now let's see. Now that I have forwarded here, the request comes here. What is it I'm supposed to do here is, so one is I know that only save part will be coming to me, so I need to read only certain elements. So I will say string, okay, p name is equals to request object dot get parameter as a p name, and I can say string, sorry, int cat id, or in fact I'm sorry, it's integer, is equals to integer dot parseInt of request object dot get parameter coming as a cat id2. Okay, and then I have integer price is equals to integer dot parseInt of request object dot get parameter coming as a price. And after price, I need to get the quantity. quantity. Okay, so something like this. I have read all the 4 values: category, price, and all. So I need to set them properly. So here I will say product prd is equals to new product, and I have to set prd dot set cat id as cat id, and prd dot set pname as pname, and prd dot set price as price, and prd dot set quantity as quantity. And after that I have set all these values, I'll simply have to pass this fellow to Mr. naam kya hai uska, do. Okay, so here a product do is already defined at global level. I'll say pdo dot save of the prd, and that's all. So this fellow gives me a boolean value. Okay, now what I will do, I will say boolean success is equals to prd dot save, and then here I will say request dispatcher rd is equals to request dot get request dispatcher on he is fixed to me. This fellow is very much fixed to me. Okay, on admin product list dot jsp. Now after I create him, I will say rd dot include request object and response object. So I will receive the output of admin list.jsp along with my request and response, and then I will try to add something to this fellow. So I'll say print writer out is equals to response object dot get writer. Now, okay, response object dot get writer, and there are certain elements what I can basically think of. So if yeah, I haven't imported it, no? Control spacebar here, and then it will import that one. So I'll say if this success, that means if it is inserted successfully, I'll write something out dot println of something else. I'll say out dot println of something else. Okay, so here I'll try to frame the sentence. Well, I need to say h3 slash h3, and we'll say here style is equals to, and color red. And then here I'll say product saved successfully. Okay, so I'll try to put this in a center. So here I'll say center, and slash center, control C. And if this is not the case, I'll try to print unable to save product. Please try again, something like this. Now this kind of functionality is supposed to be there in the same method. Now the same thing can be there in this edit also. So I'll try to take out this simple piece of code, control C and control V. Okay, so here all I need is I need to say update, and after updating, now here I need to take as an extra part also, apart from the other values what I'm getting, I will have to get the int also. So here I will say integer id is equals to request object dot get, I'm sorry. So here I'll say integer dot parseInt of request object dot get parameter coming as id to me, so that I have read id also. Now here I will have to supply id as an extra part. So apart from this cat id and all, I'll say prd dot set the id as the id which is coming to me, and then I have the remaining people. Okay, so now I will have to call update method of PRD, and then so I could say instead of saved, I would say product details are updated successfully. If not unable to update the product, I will say please try again. Simple. Product or product details, please try again. So this is what I would say. Now the same kind of piece of code here when it comes to delete is slightly changing. So here I will say integer id is equals to, I will take out only this piece of code, integer percent of id, the product which is supposed to be removed, I'll put it over here, and then all I need is to call this one, okay, and then this one, this one, this one, this one. Control C, Control V. Now what am I supposed to change here is instead of this I have supply id, and here I need to call the delete method, and that's all. So this one is again taking me back to admin product list.jsp, where I will input this output, and then product details are deleted successfully and unable to delete product. It's not details, simply you can say product. Okay, you can say product is deleted successfully. So that's it. Now this is what we are doing in today's session, Control S. So I have three different methods who will perform these operations, and as a service person you are simply receiving the request based on an action, you are calling one of such method, and that's my controller. Pretty simple. Same piece of code మళ్ళీ కొంచెం రిపీట్ చేస్తాను, slightly modify చేసుకొని. Okay, now after that controller is ready, now you have to make these two people available. Who? One is product list, admin product list.jsp. Now I'll come to add this two. Okay, then add or edit product.jsp, both. So web content, right click, new JSP page, and call this fellow admin PRD or product list.jsp. That's the name I am giving here, admin product list. So admin product list.jsp. Next, and then finish. So this is ready. Similarly, right click on the web content, go for someone called as JSP page. So I could say here, what is that one? It is add or edit product.jsp. Same like add or edit cat.jsp. Click on next and then finish. So these are the two people which I'm supposed to edit. The very first thing, I need to get them the same kind of look and feel what the add or edit kit kind of people also have. So I'll try to go there and we'll try to get up to this 70% part, and then below I will change this one. Okay, now this is supposed to be changed properly. So I'll try to get this body part, whatever is there, we'll try to get this up to 70%. Control C. Okay, in fact the form also you could actually copy and change it. Control C, and add or edit product, well, Control V, and then you can say slash form, let's say slash td, you can say slash tr, you could say slash table, and that's it. So Control S, that's your page. So here you need to write your piece of code in order to see or showcase this one. Similarly, when it comes to admin product list also, it is kind of the same thing. Here we need to write code for the product list. So here I'll try to take out this entire stuff, Control C, and I'll add it over here, Control V, and I'll remove this form here. This form is not supposed to show, rather a list to be shown, Control S. Now these are ready. Okay, Control S. Well, it's pretty simple. Now I have got all these people ready. I need to edit them properly, and that's all. Well, I'll go to admin home.jsp and I'll change him. There are certain links which you have, admin cat list.jsp, and add product.jsp. When you click on edit, you are giving it. So here admin catalyst, and you can have admin product list.jsp, and similarly here you can have admin user list.jsp and view sale report.jsp. Control S. This is what my final version is. So whenever I click on admin catalyst, I'll get provision to manage categories, and when I click here, I'll get provision to manage this product center. Now, so this fellow is also ready, and in the 70%, what is what I'm showing, this kind of stuff. Okay. Okay, cool. Now, who should be edited first? Who should be edited next? Is you can actually have this list first of all ready, have proper edit and delete button kind of code, and then we will come to add or edit product. Okay, so I'll come down here. So here my intention is to show a option like this. So whenever you wanted to have a list of products, so here I'll ask them to choose a category. So here it's something like no, and I will give him an option of choosing the category. Based on the category that he has chosen, guys, 1 minute, please. 1 minute. Okay. No, I have a call from one of my tech support person. I tried to call him, he's not lifting. Let's say you have chosen one of the categories, JCK sports. Okay, you have selected sports, assume. And then below, I'll try to showcase products in so and so category like this. Products in sports category. I'll showcase a sentence like this. So it will be easy to understand, right? Okay. And then below, I will show जैसे कि art tango, shuttle bat, art tango, what do you call this, cricket bat, some standard SFJ, cricket bat, 8 minute guys. So something like this, I'll show the list of products which are there. Okay, and as usual, I will have the option of edit or delete. Okay, so this is what my plan is to showcase. Give me a second. Nice bro. Deploy చేసావా? లేదు డిప్లాయ్ చేసావా అవి? ఎర్రర్ లేదు, నేను చూడలేదు నాన్న. ఏంటది ఎర్రర్? ఫైల్ నాట్ ఫౌండ్ ఎక్సెప్షన్. ఏది మొన్న వచ్చినట్టు డెలివరీకి వచ్చినట్టు వచ్చిందా? ఏ దాంట్లో వచ్చింది అది? అంటే పేరు ఒక నిమిషం నేను ఓపెన్ చేస్తాను. టీమ్స్ నేను కూడా ఓపెన్ చేస్తాను. వార్నింగ్ అది లేకపోతే ఎర్రర్ అన్న అది? spring aspects dot jar no such file or directory. File not found exception / web apache trumpet web apps data groups loans personal loan plan of LIT Spring aspects for company. అరే నువ్వు అది టాటా గ్రూప్స్ కి సంబంధించిన డిలీట్ చేసి మళ్ళీ చేసావా? RM-RF టాటా గ్రూప్స్ చేసావా? చేసి పెడితే ఇలా తిడుతుందా? సరే నేను లేదు నేను మళ్ళీ బిల్డ్ చేసి ఇవ్వనా నీకు ఇప్పుడు? ఓకే ఓకే ఒక ఇప్పుడు ఎంత టైము? ఓకే ఇచ్చేస్తాను ఒక హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ అట్లా. నేను చేసేస్తాను. లేకపోతే నేను లాగిన్ అయినప్పుడు కాదు ఏదైనా ఒకటే కదా. నేను ఒక పని చేస్తాను, VPN కి కనెక్ట్ అయ్యి 9:45 కి అట్లా ఐ లాస్ట్ యువర్ కోడ్, అది పాస్ కీ ఉంటది కదా 6 digits ది, అది ఒకటి ఇచ్చేసి నేనే డిప్లాయ్ చేసేస్తాను దాంట్లో చూసి ఎర్రర్ ఏముందో చూసి. ఐ థింక్ బిల్డ్ సరిగా అవ్వలేదు అనుకుంటా నిన్న. అర్థమవుతుంది. అదే దిస్ వన్ ఇది దీనికి స్ప్రింగ్ ఆస్పెక్ట్ ఫైల్ దొరకట్లేదు, అందుకని అది క్రియేట్ అవ్వట్లేదు ఫోల్డర్. కంటైనర్ బేస్ స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి. సరే నేను చేసేస్తాను, నేను డిప్లాయ్ చేస్తాను. ఇది 9:45 అట్లా చేస్తాను నీకు, ఓకేనా? ఒక హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ 40 minutes లో నేనే కాల్ చేస్తాను కనెక్ట్ అయ్యి సిస్టమ్ కి. సరే బాయ్ నాన్న. లేకపోతే ఉండు నాగేశ్వరరావు, హలో పెట్టేసాడు. ఓకే కిడ్స్ ఒక్క నిమిషం, అది మనం క్లాస్ చెప్పుకుంటున్నాం ప్యారలల్ గా బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ లో దాన్ని బిల్డ్ కొట్టేస్తాను. Okay, so this is all this is how I wanted to create this JSP file. Okay, now what is that I need to bring here? First of all, I need to bring all the list of categories that are available, and whenever I change this on the change event of this, am I clear? Whenever I change this I have to get the list of products which are available, something like this I need to do. So how do you do that? Like, this is very tricky and then tough part also. In a same single JSP file, you have to, whenever there is a change in the this happens, you have to load this file. So how you are going to do that? So for which it is really difficult to develop this code. You have to have Ajax implemented in your application, then only it is possible, or else it is not possible to do it in a JSP page. Okay, so give me a second, let me open this one. So this part is a bit tough for you people to develop. So here you need to implement Ajax. You don't know Ajax, only Ajax నేర్పియాలంటే టైం పడుతుంది. గైస్ ఒక 10 minutes నాకు టైం ఇవ్వగలుగుతారా ప్లీజ్, ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ మైండ్? సో ఇది బిల్డ్ చేసి ఇచ్చేస్తే వి విల్ బికమ్ ఫ్రీ, సో దట్ మనం ప్రశాంతంగా క్లాస్ చెప్పుకోవచ్చు, డిప్లాయ్ చేసుకుంటాడు కూర్చొని. Cool. Yeah. So ఇది అవడానికి చాలా టైం పడుతుంది. Meanwhile, manam will come back. So here, this kind of thing, it requires some Ajax knowledge to you. Now we have a less time to implement this. Maybe REST services వచ్చినప్పుడు నేర్పిస్తాను మీకు కొంచెం Ajax about where you need to consume services in your application using Ajax. Okay, ప్రస్తుతం మనం category ని కూడా we will showcase as a part of the product list. Okay, so what is that we do is we'll try to bring list of products and then we will sort them on the basis of category and then we will try to showcase it. All right, so I will go here to my project and slightly change this product DO when I'm bringing this list. Okay, now this list from product. Okay, by category name I'll have to say order by cat ID. That's all. This is what I wanted to bring. Everything is pretty fine, nothing changed. Just I wanted to bring them on the order of category ID so that they will be displayed based on the category. Okay, so what am I supposed to do here is I'm bringing a list and then returning back. This so simple. So I'll just come down here to this product list. So I will write my scriptlet. So as a part of the scriptlet, I'll bring product DO into picture. PDAO is equals to new product DAO, and after this product DAO is ready, I'll try to get the list of products to be displayed. So on the head of this, in this TD, 70% TD, so I will show him, the list of products like H3. I'll say available products. Available list of products, I think we have given yesterday. So here I will say list java.util.list of type object, say plist product list is equals to pdao.list. Now what is that I am trying to get is the total list of products which I have. Now in this, for each object obj available in the plist, I want to perform one work. So what is that work I wanted to do is, so here I will try to take this scriptlet and do this task here. Okay, so here what is that I wanted to do here in this task is I wanted to display those products in different TRs. TR/TR TD/TD. Okay, so how many TDs is what I am supposed to show? It differs. Well, yesterday we have made this also as a table, if you remember. This is also a table. So here I'll say table border is equals to key 0 and cell spacing is equals to some 5 is what we have started, if you remember. So this table I will try to end up over here, and then within this table, so this fellow will go into the first TD. TD call span is equals to 3, and within this TD I am showcasing this one. So this TD has to undergo tr. So I will try to keep a tr closing /tr. Now after that I get the product details. What I will do, I'll try to write down this particular thing. Okay, so here every td will contain td and /td. This is for edit. td /td. This is for delete. Okay, so how do we copy that? Like, will that be easy to copy that one? Well, it is easy. You can say scriptlet is equals to, so here you can say first of all I need to convert this object to prd. I'll say product prd is equals to typecasted to product of this obj. Great. Now using this product, I'll have to bring prd dot. He is not coming. Let me check what is the problem here. Product is not imported. That's the problem. Now here I'll say prd dot get pname. That's all. The pname is coming, and then what else to be shown here is you have to showcase edit and delete. Now, shall I copy that from this cat list? Yes, I can actually copy it. Easy for me to. So here I have this add or edit nahi, I'm sorry. Admin cat list say. So this piece of code. So I wanted to copy this simple piece of code. So in fact, this also I will try to copy the entire tr set. I'll copy. Control C. And the entire tr set I'll paste. So in the place of cat, I will simply say prd dot get pname. Okay, so this is the one I have. Let's see why this is giving this kind of. Add a Reddit product action is equals to save, and here I will have to say add new. So these are the list of products, and I'm trying to add a new more product. And then here, what is it saying? Multiple annotations found, invalid location of scriptlet, blah 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 blah. Okay, Control S. Now this I will have to say prd dot get id. Now please understand, this product is what I need to supply for editing purpose, edit, and the id is what is extra I'm supplying to him for edit, and for delete also I'm supplying prd dot get id. Now this one, instead of cat, I need to call add or edit product dot jsp. Instead of category controller, I need to go product controller is where I need to go, and then with action as delete id. Well, edit and delete. Clear. Control S. Okay, cool. So now I am trying to showcase a name of the product and then an option of edit or delete. Okay, so that's it. Now let's see how this fellow looks like. So I'll try to go to Amazon and run him, run on the server. Meanwhile, I'll come back to my project. Okay, this is built. Refresh here. Custom DLP project. Clean. Second, guys, I'll share this build file to the tech support guy and he'll deploy it. System path it is. Okay. So we have given them instructions. So we're doing that. Come back. Now, so here it is. I'll try to log in as an admin here. I will give my admin username, password. So I have logged in. Now here I will say manage products. So I should be keeping available list of products. So I haven't implemented any code to showcase. Okay, so I'll click on add new. I should go to that page. So where is this list which I'm supposed to showcase here? I have written certain code for it, right? Okay. Now, so add product list. So here I said PDO.list. I should get the products which are already there. If they will come. If they're not there, how do we get it? No, we don't get it, right? So that's why it is empty. Now I will go to add or edit product.jsp in which I'm already having a form. So first point here I need to showcase you. The important point is products can be added based on a category only. So here the very first thing that I need to have is the category. Okay, so here I will try to say, select category, and here I will say select. Now this is what it is. Okay, it's pretty important. Select and slash select. So this select is basically how to have a name called. This is what it is, a cat ID. Now this cat ID to be filled by all the categories which are coming. Now how do we get the categories? Basically we'll try to get them on the top over here. So here I will say category DAO. Cat DAO is equals to new category DAO, and I get the list of products. Sorry, list of categories. List of object called cat list is equals to cat DAO dot list. So I got it. So this cat list is what I'm supposed to display inside this select. Now what am I trying to do here is I will try to write some script over here. Okay. What is that script here? I will say for each object kind of thing obj available in cat list. Okay, so here I will try to do this one. Now, so what is that I do? I will try to get one category for every object. I will say category cat is equals to category version of object that casted, and then that category related details is what I'm supposed to fill here. So I'll import category. Now select will contain option. So here I will say option value is equals to something and slash option. Display will be something else. So in the part of display, I will give cat dot get cat name, but here as a part of this value, I will supply its ID. Cat dot get the ID. So this is what my option is. So here I wanted to showcase this. Okay, select in a way that it will contain display as the cat name and value to be passed to server side with the name of cat ID as the ID. So after this has been filled up, you will get all the categories displayed. Okay na? So on the top of this, I will have a default option. Default option as choose category, and whose value I will supply is equals to 0. So 0 मिल के मेरे पास कोई category ID नहीं है. So I am supplying that as the first element. So that means like whenever you have the selection, this will be the first option, choose category. And you click that, drop down list will come with all the remaining categories. You choose one of that one. Even if you choose this 0 also, it's not going to help. Well, this for loop is completed. Pretty fine, cool. And then the select is also completed. And then who is going to be the next element? BR. So who is going to be the next element is enter p name, product name, we'll say. So I will simply say product name. So here I will say input type is equals to something. Now please understand, edit ke place mein I have to bring these values over here properly, correct or not? Make clear. Please try to understand. So if you see this one, add or edit category also, the way I am showcasing, if it is edit, I am showing them in one way. If not, I'm showing them in some other way, with values or without values. Make clear? So this is how we were trying to do that one. If you see, in the case of edit mode, I make clear, I get these values, and this value will be, input will be empty, else it will contain the value. So this is how you have to write your code. Okay. Now for time being, please try to understand. This is basically an empty product. Input type is equals to text, and name is equals to keep p name underscore product price or cost. So I could say input type is equals to text, name is equals to, we'll say price, and then available quantity. I will say input type is equals to keep text, and name is equals to quantity. It should be small q, I'm really sorry, quantity. And here I will say close. Correct. And here I will say input type is equals to submit, value is equals to save or update. Okay, so this is what my button is, which will perform multiple operations. Now the point over here we need to understand. In this case, if this is the category, so here I also have to have a string. It's a single category. You know, if you remember this category DAO, we have a get method also. List ke साथ साथ we have a category get also. We will be using this also as a part of this. Okay. Now I will come down, add our edit.jsp. First of all, when I come down here to this category, I think that I am coming for what do you call, kind of either edit or save. So on the top level, first of all, I will try to do a small scriptlet. This you can take it here. Already rasam kada ikkane teeskochu. What is that? A string action is equals to request object dot get parameter coming on the name of action. So what all the actions I will get? You can see this one from the product list. You will call this either with the action of save or with the action of edit. If you call this as edit, you will supply ID as a normal value, or else you will supply value as a 0. One or other way, you will get your ID. So it is such a simple thing. Okay, action also you can actually skip. You can simply rely on your ID also. Am I clear? Now, what am I supposed to do here is if this integer dot %of, okay, with parameter of ID value. Wait a minute, guys. Ashula, good morning. 9:30 is the starting time anyway. Yeah. We got an error now. Yesterday night we did some changes. P recording. Remember that PAPL amount is coming 0.0. So whereas in our condition we kept like, you know, if it is greater than 40,000, greater than or equals to 40, take him to hard approval screen followed by thank you message. But that fellow hasn't written a code for what if it is coming as 0. I mean the reject kind of thing. He's supposed to be rejected, right? So that part he hasn't mentioned UI. So he made changes in the UI part and gave me that build in the late night. So I have just given where to Nageshwar. He's deploying now. 5 minutes back I have given the where to him. So because, you know, we generally we will start at 9:45 10, right? So I don't want you people to see that you know what, if it is not going anywhere from the professional. The comp name should be any name which is valid, which I can supply to get company instead of So what happens is that get company, correct, but you have to choose from that, right? If you are a customer, you will choose your company name. Here, what am I trying to do? I'm telling you the name, complete name that you are giving as a URL, right? Basically, so I will take that name and I'll call getcomp API, and I will get all the list of companies, and then I will match this name to every company name I'm getting in the list. Whoever matches, I will take. अरे फिर मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा? You say simply Tata Motors. हाँ कर सकते, ऐसा कर सकते, ऐसा कर सकते. हाँ हाँ अच्छा ठीक है, हाँ हाँ ठीक है ठीक है, हाँ दैट विल बी गुड. अभी हम लोग क्या कर रहे थे? Get comp and then we will match it and we will get all the category, that kind of thing. क्या करे फिर हमें, मतलब BRD में ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं दिया गया. They will simply give the name बोल के, so we struggled on this one. आप ना एक आधा घंटे के बाद 10 o'clock के बाद टेस्ट करो टाटा ग्रुप्स का, अभी डिप्लॉयमेंट चल रहा है. ठीक है चलो. अरे क्या हो गया, मैंने डिप्लॉय किया था 24, राजेंद्र हैवंट टेकन दैट पुल, उसके पास 9 है. रीसेंट डिप्लॉयमेंट हैपेंड फ्रॉम राजेंद्र मिशन 9 वेंट. तो मैंने कल उसको समझाया, बड़े भैया आपने पुल नहीं लिया क्या? सेट की आई थिंक आई हैवंट टेकन पुल ड्रॉप. सो 108 because the code in SFDC is the number of, this is take a number of years, right? In SFDC it is supplying months into 12 करके supply कर रहे हैं. हाँ एक बार चेक करो, shall I pass years or shall I pass months? आप वो कंफर्म करो, based on that एक बार चेक करो ना. 24 months, not that okay, then in that case I have to supply 2 here, not 24. हाँ 24, तो यहाँ पे year supply कर रहे हैं ना. Okay, I need to supply 2 in that case. Oh, my confuse हो गया था. 24 I am supplying as year. Big no bro. नहीं वो भी change करना है. Please give me time till 10 o'clock. I'll change that also. Okay, मुझे नहीं पता था ये वाला, लाइक मैं सोच रहा था कि आई हैव टू बस एसओडीसी में है, एसओडीसी में है, एसओडीसी कंपोनेंट में है। नहीं 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 नहीं, मैं समझ गया, मैं उसको बोलता अभी चेंज करो हम, बस 10 o'clock ये भी देखेंगे आप, ये वाला चेंज, ठीक है, ओके चलो बाय, बाय चलो, अरे यार పొద్దునే मस्जिद, ओके सो बात ये था, so I took this ID. Okay, so I'm trying to get that ID which is coming as a part of requested parameter. So if it is greater than 0, that means if it is 0, that means it's a save. If it is greater than 0, that means I am getting an edit option. In such case, I have to get the product also, which is supposed to be edited. Am I clear? So what you are supposed to do in such a kind of case, you have to get the category of that particular product. It is a bit tricky, please try to understand. It is slightly a bit tricky. So this, when you are editing that, the category must be automatically selected as per what you have got here. Now look at this, what I will try to do is, I am getting an idea of a product, please understand. Okay, I'm trying to get this one, a product. I'll try to get a category based on that particular product. So here I will try to get one single product. Okay, so on the top of this I will have my product PRD UCT or PRODUCT is equals to new product, and I will try to get this product. Okay, so this product I'll import, and what is that I will do, I have an ID now. I'll try to get the product for this one, so I'll say PRODUCT is equals to product of, okay, so I have a DAO on the top, you have a category DAO. Do you have a product DAO defined over here? No, right? So please try to define a product DAO also. You will say product DAO PDAO is equals to new product DAO. So I have got a product DAO also. Now using this product DAO, I'll try to get this candidate. Product of, I'll say PDAO dot, I think he is not imported. He is imported. Get that ID. So what happens is I'll get one single product and I have got a saved it into product. Okay, so this entire stuff which you need to supply. Now, what am I trying to do is PID is equals to, I'll do the same thing. Control X and put it over here. Now I am checking if PID is greater than or is equals to 0, well, I'll get my product. Okay, so now I have got the product which is coming from the PID what I have on the top. Into PID is equals to integer at % of, if PID is greater than 0, product is PDAO dot get of PID. right? So I have got my product. Now after that I have received this product, I would be using it to be showcased over here, but I wanted to get a category based on this product also, and on the top along with the product I'll try to have a category is equals to, okay, so I wanted to get this category also, new category. This is for the purpose of I need to showcase over here, and I will say category is equals to category of CDAO cat DAO dot get, and here I need to supply this product dot get cat ID. Now what is that I'm trying to showcase over here? Okay, so what is that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a particular category as well as product. If I get a product ID supplied from this list, that means you can like this, okay, edit option is edit, and I'm supplying a product ID which is 1 or 2, and I am trying to get a category as well as product for that particular purpose also. చూసాను మెసేజ్ చూసాను ఇప్పుడు ఏమైనా వచ్చిందా ఎర్రర్? ఏం లేవు కదా, ఓకే ఓకే సరేనా. No, I'll come down. Now this is all when I get an ID. If I don't get an ID, this is how it is. Like basically it is simply a normal form is what I am getting. Now what I will have to do here, I need to supply if condition in the below section. Now if you see this entire section, whatever you see here, okay, control C. Now this entire section will go if it is 0. So here if whatever the action you are getting over here on the top of this action, so if this action dot equals ignore case of जैसे कि save, in that case you will have to have this one. Okay, so I will try to write a scriptlet over here, and I'll take out this control X and then we'll say control V. In this case I will have this one, okay, input type equals to save or update. I'll give now this is the case. Okay, super. What if this is not the case, Ram? What if this is not the case? What is the other case here? The other case would be else if action dot equals ignore case of edit. In case if I get edit, what am I supposed to do? Well, please try to understand. In such a kind of case, I will have to have this with all the values supplied. So I'll try to take out this simple thing, whatever is in here, this part. Control C and else place my control. So this will go inside this one. Okay, so all these parts what you are seeing will go inside this if condition. What is that I'm supposed to do here? Else if it is edit, I already have a product on the top, these things, PID, product, category. I will try to use this product to get the values over here. So in this option, after the choose category, I will have to supply only that value. Okay, so only one option will be there, control Z. Okay, one option will be there. You have supplied all that things. Okay, so whatever the value it comes over here, you need to select, you need to choose that one. So how do you select that value? Hope you are understanding my doubt. How do you choose that value here? You should have an option of selection, and we also have to have an option of this one. you call this, whatever the category you have given, that must be the value over here. How do you set that? So here I can supply the remaining values. First of all, value is equals to something, and here also I will say value is equals to something, and here also I will say value is equals to something. So what is that something is? I will try to bring it from the products. I'll say scriptlet is equals to product dot get product name, and value I will say scriptlet is equals to product dot get price, and here I will say value is equals to scriptlet is equals to product dot get quantity. So these three values I have given anyhow. But how about this one? Here I need to give that value, whatever is there, and then I also have to give them the kind of thing to be chosen. So what am I supposed to do here? I need to have certain JavaScript function in such kind of case. Now I need to have a JavaScript code to select.
అవసరమైతే కాలు పట్టుకుంటాను.
The imagery folder. I think I should use JavaScript. Get value of select, insert now the value from option and select using request. No, get parameter array. This is pathetic. Opposite selected icon value. దీనికి లేదా బాయ్ ఏం చేద్దాము సో ఇక్కడ thing is I wanted to select that department automatically whenever I get here మిగతావన్నిటికి value set చేస్తాం కదా and similarly I need to have a provision to set the value to this fellow. Okay. Let's run this one for time being. I'll come back with a solution on that one. Basically, we need to have a provision here itself, here itself, here itself. Okay, we can take that value in this way. In this way, what is that? Is I'll try to have a small hidden value. Okay, na selected category. उसका नाम है selected category. So in this kind of case, else if action is edit. So here I'll try to have a input field. Input type is equals to hidden and name is equals to name की वही जरूरत नहीं है id is equals to जैसे कि selected cat name is equals to or I could say simply value is equals to something. Okay, this is the value. What is that? Scriptlet is equals to this is the one. Category తెచ్చుకున్నాం కదా మనం. This is the category. Okay, based on whatever the selection happened. So here I will try to write this value category dot get cat name. Okay, and then selected cat value. This is basically selected cat name. Okay, and similarly I would like to have a input type is equals to hidden and id is equals to selected cat id and value is equals to I would say scriptlet is equals to category dot get id. Now these are the two hidden values in which I am filling this. Now the selection will have to have the values of this one. So after this has been loaded, okay, after the page load, so here I need to have a small script on the top of this header. Where is the head? Here I'll try to write script type is equals to I'll say text by JavaScript and within which I will say function you know what do you call this set category. This is the function I'm calling. So within this function, well, what is that I'm saying is document dot get elements by ID. Okay, cat list or C list or anything. Cat select dot through JavaScript. How do I do? Set selection option value using JavaScript. My select dot selected index is equals to so and so written -1. ఎప్పుడు చూసినా selected value is equals to value is equals to, but selection ఏం చూపించాలి? Value is equals to, I will say document dot get element by ID of this one, whatever we have said here, right? Control C. The value. So whatever the value which is in the hidden field, I am supplying it to this value. Okay, Control S. Now if I click on edit, it should come. Okay, guys, can we connect back after half an hour? I have a call here, my office call. So can we connect back after half an hour if you permit, by 10:30, and we will complete this example? Or how about 11 o'clock? 11 o'clock is good time. Shall we connect back at 11? Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yeah, shall we connect back at 11? You have any college classes?
No.
No. Okay, we can connect back at 11. Probably I will take another half an hour to complete this example, and then I will post it. Okay, na? So let's meet back at 11 o'clock. Another 30-minute session or max 45 minutes we will have. Okay, 11 is good, right? So please try to come online by 11 or max by 11, 11:15. We'll have another half an hour 45-minute session wherein we will complete this example and then we will close it. Okay, so this call is important.
Sir, we have physical meeting, sir, at 11 o'clock.
Sir, we have meeting, sir, at 11 o'clock. Meeting.
Okay, shall we meet? Shall we meet in the evening, 5:30? Post to all your classes. We'll complete this example and then I'll post this example to you. Evening 5:30 is okay. Only half an hour session. Hello. Hello. Okay, you decide among and let me know. I need another 45-minute session, approximately half an hour to 45-minute session. You want me to take at this or evening 5:30, either of the way, I'm okay. Even if you come at 6 o'clock also okay. It's just a half an hour to 45-minute session. We have done the majority part, right? Only linking part is pending. So now this we have to run and see how it is working. That's all. That is the only thing which is pending. Okay, this function to be written properly, and then we have to call that function when the document loads, and then automatically the value will be set. Okay, so this is the only part pending. We'll see this part. I need another half an hour to 45 minutes. So can we have that session in the evening, or
So we'll
after
have
like
it in the evening, sir.
evening is good?
Yes.
How 6 o'clock or 5:30?
Yes, sir. 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Okay.
Yes,
Chalo,
sir.
ठीक है. Bye guys.